Okay, some breaking news now coming in at this point in time. We are learning the Election Commission has said that no extension of time will be given to Congress leader Jairam Ramesh. The Election Commission has called upon the Congress leader to prove his claim and has outrightly rejected Jairam's appeal. Well, that is the latest bit of news that's coming in. We'll try and get more details about this in just a bit. But big development now taking place. The Election Commission has said that there will be no extension of time that will be given to Jairam Ramesh. The EC has replied to Jairam Ramesh and said that this is in reference to the social media post that he had mentioned, and has said that that Jairam Ramesh, who had sought an extension of 1 week to file his detailed reply, the EC in response to that has said that your allegation that attempts have been made to influence the district magistrates of around 150 parliamentary seats who are also the ROs and DEOs has serious connotation and direct bearing on the sanctity of the counting process, which is scheduled for tomorrow. Now, the Commission has said, as mentioned in Commission's letter, no DM has reported any such undue influence as alleged by you. Therefore, the Commission hereby outrightly rejects your request for time extension and directs you to file your response along with the factual matrix or the basis of your allegation by 7 p.m. today. And, well, we are learning the Election Commission has also said in its reply that if the Congress leader fails to comply, it would be presumed that you have nothing substantive to say in the matter and the Commission would proceed ahead to take appropriate action. All right. Big development now taking place. We are learning the Election Commission has made it clear that no extension of time is to be given to Congress leader Jairam Ramesh. Even the Election Commission in this letter has even gone on to say that if by 7 o'clock today Jairam Ramesh doesn't file his response, then the Commission would proceed ahead to take appropriate action. Action could be taken against him. All right, Sunil Prabhu, my colleague, is now joining us on the broadcast here. Sunil, this is big. The Election Commission has responded to Congress leader Jairam Ramesh's appeal and has said it has asked Jairam Ramesh to prove his claim, and also in this response that I have with me, it says that if the Congress leader doesn't do so by 7 o'clock, the Election Commission could take action also against the Congress leader.
Yes, that's exactly correct. The Election Commission in its website, in a reply to Jairam Ramesh, who had requested, saying that failing which we'll consider nothing has to be substantive that you have to say in this matter, and the Commission may proceed against appropriate action. They have asked for time to submit it by 7 o'clock to ensure that what kind of influence that the district magistrate of around 150 parliamentary constituencies who are there, Mr. Jairam Ramesh, in his letter to the Election Commission, which has also been put on the website of the Election Commission, is saying that we cannot put serving officers in jeopardy by putting a target on their backs, and saying that we have pointed out that your concern is one of his vigilance, but most importantly, the spirit of the concerns have been raised with the details, and since he has been preoccupied, he has sought 1 week's time. So it's in this context that the Election Commission has come down very strongly and wanting Mr. Jairam Ramesh to immediately respond and substantiate that allegation that the Home Minister, Mr. Amit Shah, had called over 150 DMs
Yes, he said that there have been attempts that have been made to influence the DMs of around 150 parliamentary constituencies, and the EC in its response has said that this has serious connotation, direct bearing on the sanctity of the counting process. And the EC has also mentioned that its letter dated 2nd of June, no DM has reported any such undue influence as alleged by Jairam Ramesh. What could it mean for the Congress leader here, Sunil Prabhu?
We'll have to wait for what the Election Commission decides on this matter. First, Jairam Ramesh has to respond, and then we'll have to see what appropriate action they will take based on this.
What has been the response of the Congress party so far on this?
They have consistently held their position based on media reports of the influence, and even yesterday, Mr. Jairam Ramesh had pointed this out. So both sides have been digging their heels, and we'll have to wait and see how this, comes out. As you saw today, the multi-party delegation which met yesterday, certain points have been accepted by the Election Commission today. It's in this context that they have taken a very serious view on the media post on X, where Mr. Jairam Ramesh has made this allegation.
So does this mean, Sunil, the commission also says in this response that it mentioned this in its letter dated 2nd of June 2024. No DM has reported any such undue influence as has been alleged or claimed by Jairam Ramesh. Does the Congress leader still stand by this? Does Jairam Ramesh still stand by his claim
I
despite
have
this
no idea.
response?
I have no idea to honestly tell you. I will have to wait for Mr. Jairam Ramesh to respond to the Election Commission. Only then will we be able to know what exactly his position is.
Okay, all right. Sunil will try and get more updates on that in just a bit. Thank you so much for getting us all those inputs there. We also have BJP spokesperson Shazia Ilmi joining us on the broadcast here. Ma'am, what would you say? The Election Commission has clearly rejected Jairam Ramesh's appeal. And Jairam Ramesh, we do understand, had claimed that there was pressure on district officials on DMs in 150 parliamentary constituencies. And the EC's response today is that this claim or the allegation that has been made by Jairam Ramesh has serious connotation and direct bearing on the sanctity of the counting process that is going to take place tomorrow. And he will have to now file his reply by 7 p.m. today. Otherwise, he'll have to face action.
Well, absolutely. And Jairam Ramesh should know better than to cast aspersions on the electoral processes of our democracy, to make these kind of very serious allegations and lie blatantly without any substantiation whatsoever about the so-called phone calls made by the Honorable Home Minister, allegedly, to 150 DMs, district magistrates of the country, to exert undue influence. I think nothing can be more serious than this. I'm very glad that EC has taken cognizance of this. And I think that Jairam Ramesh should not be allowed to shoot and scoot. If he indeed made such a serious charge, he should present corroborated with facts and give the name of those 150 DMs as to how he has the knowledge that the Grey Mantri, that the Home Minister has indeed influenced by calling 150 DMs or 150 districts, thereby influencing and exerting influence and in a way insinuating some form of malpractice, foul play and rigging. I think this will not be condoned. This will not be tolerated.
So
and
he's been
Jairam Ramesh must apologize for the big lie that he has made and the allegation that he has made, only to obfuscate from the absolutely devastating defeat that awaits them.
So he's been asking for time from the Election Commission. Well, Jairam Ramesh had asked for 1 week's time to file his detailed reply. Do you think he doesn't have anything substantive to put forward or to show to the Election Commission? That is why maybe the Congress leader wanted to take time, because the polling is, the counting of votes, of course, is going to take place tomorrow. Keeping that in mind, maybe Jairam Ramesh would have asked for more time from the Election Commission. Now, of course, that has been rejected.
My question is, did Jairam Ramesh wait for a week before he made such serious charges? Did he have the data? Did he have the facts? Or was he shooting off his mouth without any substantiation? Has he been caught lying? Has he been caught deceiving?
Okay.
Has he been caught blatantly telling lies about the Election Commission only to deflect from the defeat that awaits him? Is he trying to cast aspersions on our democracy, on our electoral processes? And should we tolerate that? Should Indians tolerate that?
So, Ms. Ilmi, yes, we also have to see it in light of the fact that this is not just the stand of Jairam Ramesh. If you look at it, he is a senior member of the party. He is a spokesperson of the party, a senior member of the party. and has been addressing press conferences on behalf of the party. Well, this is not just his stand. This is what the Congress party also believes.
Well, when you make a serious charge like that, you have to come up with explanations. You have to come up with facts. So no amount of any explanation or clarification will work. He will have to come clean. He will have to go to the people of India and all the people who are corroborating or are standing by Rahul Gandhi and Jairam Ramesh at this point of time, insinuating that there is indeed some malpractice or foul play or any even hint of rigging, must ensure that they not only apologize, and short of an apology and action being taken against them, the only way they can get out of this is by actually giving and furbishing details and facts of what they were alleging.
Yes,
How
and
can
the
you know
Election
this?
Commission also used some really strong words for the opposition today. They said these are fake or mischievous narratives that have been created regarding the faulty voter list or the delay in turnout data. That is what the Election Commission also said today, that fake narrative. They thought the enemies of India were outside India, but this is what the Chief Election Commissioner today said in his statement. He said that we thought that the enemies of India were outside India, but within India, this is what is happening. Fake narratives are being peddled.
You know, the Election Commission has worked so hard. Look at the number of officers who have been at it. And now you just see the situation that our own country, the opposition leaders of this country, only because they can't fight and they can't fight the BJP, and because the people of India trust BJP more, they are trying to, it's like the scorched earth policy. Because they are not winning, they will cast aspersions on our country, on our democratic processes, on our courts, on our election commission, on the EVM machines. This is the best they can do. This is a scorched earth policy. They are trying to, and this is very serious. And
Yes.
I don't think anybody would tolerate this.
Okay.
And I think more than an apology is needed to have cast such rumors. What else can this be? You know, recently we got to know that, OpenAI made very serious charges and said there was a lot of activity going on, working on fake content against BJP, targeting BJP, so to speak.
Yes. Okay. All right. Let me get a response from the Congress party also here. Ms. Mahima Singh from the Congress party joins us here on the broadcast. Ma'am, the BJP is saying that Jairam Ramesh must apologize. And, okay, so what is the Congress leader going to do? Is he going to file a detailed reply by 7 o'clock tomorrow, by today itself? That is what the Election Commission has asked for. Or is he going to apologize, as the BJP is asking for?
Good evening. As far as the apology is concerned, I think there is much to be apologized for by the Prime Minister, bringing the discourse so low, using words like mujra and all. So we have been asking for apologies from the Prime Minister. He must apologize the women of his country for the Rivanna issue. Now we have brought him behind the bars. There is so much more,
Okay, ma'am, let's first deal with the issue in hand here that we're discussing.
I'm coming to your point. See, as far as apology is concerned, I'm saying it is for the BJP and for the Prime Minister to apologize before the country and before the women of this country.
Okay.
As far as the neutrality of the Election Commission is concerned, Election Commission, of course, a neutral constitutional body. And all of us would have actually loved to believe, and that's how we were conducting ourselves. Believing that Election Commission should be neutral, and we believe it to be neutral, which is why we kept on seeking time first. We did not get time for 6 months.
But
Then
where is the data? Okay, the question here is there data? Okay, was there any data on the basis of which Mr. Jairam Ramesh made this claim or the allegation saying that there has been undue influence on DMs of around 150 parliamentary constituencies? He's been asking for 1 week's time. Why is he asking for 1 week's time if he has proof with him?
Why did the Prime Minister talk about wealth tax and redistribution and Mangal Sutra when he has we have not been able to point out where was it mentioned in the
Ma'am, I'm
Congress's
asking you a
manifesto.
very simple
Why
question.
no, I am asking you a
The
question.
issue that we are
Why
discussing here, ma'am, I'm asking
please
you a
allow
very
me to
simple
put-
question. Does
please
Mr.
allow me
Jairam
to put my
Ramesh
stance
has
through.
the data, has the figures with him to prove his
You are
claim?
seeking a response from me. Let me respond.
Yes.
I am telling you that the neutrality of the Election Commission, the transparency of its conduct has been under the scanner, has been questionable all through this election, and it is it is to be seen actually. There's a case sub judice also before the Supreme
Okay,
Court.
Ms. Shazia Ilmi also
Mr.
wants to
Jairam
come
Ramesh
in.
has said whatever
Okay.
he has said with utmost responsibility, and I am sure that the party.
And they've been caught lying.
Okay, Miss
It is
Ilmi,
very
Miss
obvious
Ilmi,
that
would you
this
want to
man is
respond to
lying,
that?
Just like Jairam Ramesh, his master, and that they have no evidence whatsoever, and he has been caught lying, which is why when Election Commission has asked him categorically to give his reply after such a serious allegation, because this is, after all, he's accusing Election Commission of allowing mass rigging. He is actually accusing the Home Minister of the country of allowing
approach the courts of law.
creating
Okay,
unreal-
Miss Mahima Singh wants to come in. Okay, let's take a response from Mahima Singh.
I am saying, why doesn't the BJP, whenever we accuse them of something, they say, why doesn't the Congress approach the court of law? Why doesn't the BJP go and approach the courts of law if it is so serious? And if we have accused the Election Commission of something, if we have raised some objections and some concerns, it is with utmost responsibility, because this is the Congress and not the BJP speaking.